Welcome to Rkaydz Newswire. We've got a great show lined up tonight. Gaming news, expos, indie developers, and more. Strap in, let's start the show.
For video gaming news, breaking updates, field notes, and independent game developer features, this is Rkaydz Newswire. And now, your host, Nearly Dead.
Welcome to Rkaydz Newswire on this Sunday, June 22nd. Always glad to have you join us. Here are your video game headlines of the week. Well, the old is new again with the return of Dragon's Lair. James Bobbin, the man who got Muppets to sing again, is now circling a live-action adaptation of the Don Bluth animated Laserdisc game from 1983. Netflix is behind this, and Ryan Reynolds is set to star and produce. Rkaydz Newswire will bring you the details as soon as we get them. Hopefully, they will adapt Space Ace as well. Sega has announced the end of support for 9 of its classic mobile titles on iOS and Android. These games, once part of the now retired Sega Forever initiative, include Crazy Taxi, Streets of Rage, and Super Monkey Ball. Sega hasn't announced the specific takedown date, but every title now displays a message: support is ending. Thankfully, if downloaded in time, these games will remain playable offline. Reports are circulating this week that PlayStation may be eyeing a major acquisition, one that could reshape the landscape of gaming IP as we know it. According to rumors, Sony is exploring the possibility of acquiring Warner Bros. Video game properties, which include titles like Mortal Kombat, the Batman Arkham series, and Hogwarts Legacy. The speculation follows a wave of corporate restructuring at Warner Bros. Games with leadership changes across key studios like NetherRealm and WB Games Montreal. If you weren't aware, Rkaydz has an ongoing podcast audio version of the Rkaydz Museum. Coming soon, you'll be able to listen to top video game news headlines midweek on Wednesdays on YouTube Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and anywhere you listen to your favorite shows. Now, we take you on the scene with field notes at this weekend's Southern Fried Gaming Expo in Atlanta, Georgia, with our special reporting agent, Nikki Koffe. Nikki?
Thanks, Nearly. I'm right outside the Waverly Renaissance Hotel and Convention Center in Atlanta, Georgia for the Southern Fried Gaming Expo. This you don't want to miss. Throughout the weekend, Rkaydz discovered something incredible. Was it the wall-to-wall pinball and retro video gaming that visitors can play for free all day long? Was it the live music informative panels, famous guest stars in wrestling and voiceovers? Or was it the competitions, VR gaming, or the plentiful vendor tables?
All of that this weekend? Seems like a lot went on. What did you find out?
Nearly, just when you thought the landscape was dominated by big players with expensive games that seem to have lost their soul, we found the true heart of the gaming industry. Rkaydz sat down with passionate creators who were redefining what it means to make games in 2025. We met all kinds of game developers who crafted deeply personal experiences. A tabletop creator building fantasy worlds you can hold with your hands, to an astounding arcade-exclusive sports video game. What's striking is something that goes beyond technical skill. Each developer spoke with raw, unfiltered passion. When we asked one developer why he chose this uncertain path, utilizing coding skills the industry would pay a premium for, his answer cut straight to the core of independent creation.
Is the ownership, right? It's your idea. It's my idea. It's my idea that I'm bringing out. My idea, I want to do it my way, how I believe in, how I envision it.
We met 21st century artists, world builders, and dreamers who've chosen to bet everything on their ability to create experiences that matter, with award-winning results. Some have carved a place for themselves in this work for years. Others are just starting their journey, and we applaud them. The Southern Fried Gaming Expo was a celebration of pinball, retro video gaming, trading card games, and especially the indie developer creativity and the people bold enough to pursue it. There was no way we were going to compress these meaningful conversations into a single segment. Watch iGame for Life right here on the Rkaydz channel for the full stories of the creators you want to know about. Back to you, Nearly.
iGame for Life and the in-depth interviews from the Southern Fried Gaming Expo will be available in a few hours after this broadcast. Subscribe and check back soon. And that's all we have for tonight's Rkaydz Newswire. Join us next Sunday for more gaming news and Professor Hedgehog's opinion on current gaming trends. I'm Nearly Dead. Play games, be at peace.
Oi, bruv. Come here, yeah? Where's my piece here, on me, blood? I told you when we hit 25 subs, yeah? Now we're on 27, innit? Man's old. Pay up, fam.